Good morning, everyone. Happy Fairy Day. Happy Fairy Day. Good morning. I am a little bit early today. And I have a reason for that. You all know I'm on the rapid fire round auction at 12:45. And I'm looking forward to that. Good morning, Paula. Good morning. Hello to all my fairy peeps. I'm going to wait until we get some more people in when they realize that I am live early. And I have that beautiful song playing, Deidre's Hobby and Lupus Life. She loves that. There we go. Good morning, welcome. And we are putting the finishing touches on our lighted fairy shadow box. Whoa. You know what, y'all? I forgot to glue that piece down. Wow. Yeah, this piece had to be glued down and I forget it. So let's do that while we're waiting for everybody. We'll definitely get this piece glued down. And I found a couple of fairies that'll look good in here. We do have some fairies on the tree up here, and there is some behind the other tree. But we want some other fairies to be showing, right? And I got two cute little fairies right here to put in this fairy garden. I dropped her on her head. There you are. It is a good fairy day. Like I said, y'all, I will be in the rapid fire auction on New England Cajun Roots resellers at 12:45. And there will be other people with us there also. Lots of good resellers that have awesome stuff. So you're not going to want to miss that. You just go to my link, hit that link, and head on over there and watch the rapid fire round auctions. A lot of good people and a lot of good fun. All right, I have two little fairies here that we are going to put in here to set off. And then I'm going to turn the light out and see if we can't see through the glass. All right, let's put this little fairy. I am going to put her right beside the flower. There we go. Yeah, then I will put this one up on the hill, on the rock, and there's moss on the rock. So we will put her up here so we can see her too. There we go. She's up on the rock. And of course, this is our Halloween Fairy Garden Shadow Box. That's for sure. And it is fall and Halloween together. We have our little campfire and the lights will come on at the top. We have them all hooked up at the top. You will not be able to see them. And so I am going to get our piece of glass. And I'll probably have to wipe it clean in a bit, but we got to put our piece of glass in here. And I don't want it falling out, so I'm going to go ahead and put some glue there and a touch of glue in that corner just to keep it safe inside. We want to be able to move it around without we go. Get our glass in there. And the reason you want to use the hot glue to tack down your glass, because you don't have all the stuff that goes into the picture frame. We took and measured 8 by 10 pieces of wood. We made a box to fit the picture frame. Now I do want to test that, make sure. Yep, it's in there. And we made the box to fit the picture frame. You see how that looks? And there is your shadow box fairy garden. And I will turn the light out real soon so you can see the light inside. So what we need to do to tack on this, now you're going to use the back to get in and out of it once again. And I'm not worried about the box underneath because that will, there we go. Now we're going to take our frame and we are going to put it on there. And I'm holding it just to be double sure that it stays. And let that hot glue adhere to our frame. Okay, it didn't adhere for some reason on this side. Here we go. Welcome, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up and let me know what you think of our Fairy Garden Shadow Box. You can also leave a comment in the chat or in the comments letting me know how you enjoyed putting this shadow box together and making our beautiful fairy garden. I am very cautious when it comes to glass. Yes, I am. I want to make sure it's going to stay. And I don't want any broken glass on my watch. There we go. Oh, that turned out so beautiful, you guys. Hello, Deidre. How are you, honey? Welcome. I'm so glad you made it. I did start a few minutes early today. I will be live on New England Cajun Roots Resellers Rapid Fire Round Buy It Now auction at 12:45 Central Standard Time. And y'all can come over there. The link is connected to my live link. You just go in there and hit that link and come on over. Thank you, Paula. It does, doesn't it? I am so in love with our fairy garden. Now, let's turn the lights out. Let's turn these lights out. Okay. And let me get the big light, you guys. Let me turn this on. So I will turn the big light out. We're going to put our fairy garden light on. And let me get the big light here, guys. Oh man, that's not gonna work. What? The window. I forgot about the window. Okay. Let me get something here, y'all. Let me get something. I need something big. Let's see, I gotta have. There we go. Let me use this box for right now. How does that look, guys? Now can you see the light? It lights up the whole garden. How awesome. Sitting in your living room at night and you're watching TV and you're looking over at the fairy garden and it's all... Now I will put the back on. The back will have two little hinges so that you can work in there or spray the moss and the reindeer moss. Give it a little spritz now and then and keep it vibrant. And that is how it looks in your living room. Beautiful, beautiful lighted fairy garden. And where I'm standing, even I can see how much those lights work in this fairy garden. It's beautiful. So let me remove the box. And the window gives it a lot of light too, but we wanted to see the lights. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think it's going to be a good seller at the market. I think it's going to be a real good seller at the market. Now that the light's off, you can still see the difference. The tree is, see, you can see when it went out. Yes, it has bright fairy lights in there, guys. Awesome, bright. Yeah, it looks awesome without the light too. Yes, I agree. Oh, thank you, Dee. You really are talented. Thank you. So that is our fairy garden shadow box. And if you remember last week, I showed you guys, let's get this out of our way. Oops, let me put the lights up there. We're gonna get this over here on the table so it don't get broke. Yeah, we don't want that broke. I wanted to set that over there on the table. Now, if you remember, I showed you this box last week. It's a box I found. Where did I find it? Either at a garage sale or an auction. I can't remember. Where did I find this box? But anyway, I liked it because it already has the hinges on it. So, what could we do with this? You could have it this way, or you could have it lit up, put the lights around. You would put your lights here, and that way when the box is shut, you will not see the lights. They will all be hidden behind here. So then all the lights would go ahead and show on your fairy garden. And I also showed you guys the two things I bought from two old guys, vintage and resale. I have this one, and I always turn this over so I don't scratch up the plexiglass. We have this one, and we also have the tall one. And I want to make a fairy mountain out of this. So, for next week, guys, because I really can't get started on it this morning, I do have the auction. So let's take a vote. Are we going to do the mountain or the shadow box? And put your, hi, little Ohana, hello. Yes, hey, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Good to see you. How's everything going with you? I hope everything's going good. The shadow box is this. This, Deidre, what we just, I showed it to you guys last week. We could either do it standing up or we can do it with the fairy garden inside this way. So there's two ways we can do the shadow box. And then we also have the 2 pieces of wood that I bought from Mike and Mark. And we can do the, and I'll tell you what, guys, right here would be an awesome place for a door. An awesome place for a door. Excuse me. All right. Shadow box, Paula says. Okay. Yeah, you can put your votes in. Are we going to make the fairy mountain? But I think right here, the way the natural shape of the wood is, would fit beautifully for a door. And I have, do I want to put my own door on here, or do I want to, you know, if I make a door out of the clay, I would be able to make it perfectly to the shape of the wood where it looks like a natural hidden door. Put the mountain on. Put the mountain on what? This? On this? I don't know if that'd look good. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But I'm trying to think how I would do this door. That would make an odd, and I love this natural shelf right here. And then we could put a nest up here, like a bird's nest where the fairies are taking care of it. And then put our homes. We could build our homes over here going up on the outside. These are the outside windows, and then we have the door that you go into. Yeah, do the door. Yeah, see, I think that would be beautiful. I'm okay, just very busy. Oh, we miss you too, honey. We miss you a lot. I know how that is. I really do. I really do. Yeah, we miss you too, girl. And I think if we had, and you remember the little angel thingies I did that I wanted to use for, whoa. These sticks are not good for anything but stir sticks, and you can see that. Well, if all else fails, use your shovel. Where's my little shovel? That'll work without breaking. There we go. I just want to see what it's going to look like. Let's put this over here for now. Get it out of our way. Yeah. And even with this kind of clay, if you work it, it is more pliable for you. Yeah, I imagine you're busy. Yeah, and I want to do it like, okay, just a little more. And you see how that's fitting right into that natural curve. Oh yeah, beautiful. And then when you take, stay on there. Then when we take the, I'm just going to use this. And I don't think we need a lot of this. Let me roll it. Thank you for the heart. Love you too, honey. You have a good day. Now, I might have to use both. Maybe I will. See the design that puts in it? I love that. It's going to make it look like a wooden door, just like the pattern in this. But I am going to need both these because it's not going to be big enough. And when you're rolling, when you're working with the foam clay or the air dry clay, you will hear, when you're rolling it, you will hear little bubbles in it. When you hear those bubbles, it's not ready. Once you quit hearing the bubbles pop, you'll know your clay is good to mold. As long as you hear the bubbles, when you're squeezing it or rolling it, it is not ready to work with. Oh, yeah, you can, huh? Let's see, sort of a nose right here, and the upside down mouth. Yes, that almost looks like a face for sure. All right, let's stretch out our door and get it ready. I want it to have most of the design in it. I love the design of this. I have done this before on this white stuff, and it has turned out with an awesome design in it. See? All right. So then we take and I don't want that. Let's see. I need. Where's my other tool? You can't say it doesn't work good, right? When all else fails, start over. I know what I'm going to do. I'm putting this on first. That's what I'm going to do. Hi, baby. What you need? Okay, go ahead. Granny's right here. My daughter had an interview this morning, and so I am babysitting the wee one. And I have her on she's watching her little cartoon programs right now. I want to make sure that pattern stays in there. There we go. And then don't worry about this part right here, guys. That will have a step on it. That will have a step on it. But I wished I would have done that first, because then it would have been a lot easier to fit. But what the heck, you live and learn, right? Oh, still has bubbles in it. Oh, that's so sweet of her, Dee. All right. Let's go ahead and get our door frame built back out. And whenever you're working with clay or making fairy gardens, no two are ever the same. No two are ever the same. All right. How many of you really, really, really like fairy gardens? I know I am hooked on fairy gardens. I love the fairy gardens. And there we have our door molded right into the side of the wood. All right, that made a beautiful door. Check it out, y'all. This is going to be a nice, beautiful fairy garden to place in a window or on like a centerpiece for a table. It's going to be beautiful. All right, so let's do our make sure that I burp this. I don't want to leave it unburped or it'll dry out on you really quick. There we go. Now, should I do a square window or a round window? What do y'all want? Hi, Valerie. How are ya? Square window or round? I think a round. I think round would look good. So I don't want too much of this piece, just a tiny piece. So we can make our window. All right, Granny will be done pretty soon. I'll help you, okay? Okay, well, I'll be done in a minute. Go, just finish your moon pie. Okay, well, you can play with the blocks, honey. You don't want to play with the blocks? What do you want to play with? In the big square box?
Yes.
Is there anything on it?
Yes.
Okay, well, you'll have to wait. All right, you'll have to wait for Granny, honey. Just go find something out there. Play with your game. Granny's got your card game out there. Play with that until I get done, okay? Yeah, I think round would look good. I really do. And I want to make it... Okay, I'm going to have to cut some of this off. Just a little too long. What, baby?
I don't know where is my...
It's by the front door, baby. Go look by the front door, Mama. Yeah, but in the living room, by the front door. Okay, now we have our little window. That's gonna look sweet with the yellow light coming in there. Oh, that's gonna look awesome. And we are only gonna make this a double paned window. How many of you have ever seen a double paned window? I have seen them in some of the tiny but small houses, you know, the tiny houses. I have followed this one guy. He has a beautiful, it's almost like a fairy garden. It really is. He has different names for his houses. He makes these tiny houses on his land. And he has one that looks just like a hiding fairy place. And you go up this little ladder thing and you cross over the vines. And he has a double pane window. He pushes on this side and this side comes around and opens. It's so pretty. So that's where I got this idea from for my window on this door. It is definitely going to be a window like that with a double pane. Oh, nice. Look at that, y'all. Beautiful double pane window in the door. And then, of course, we have to have our little step up into it and our door handles. So I think this maybe just a little more. Just a little more. And I have the angels done. I will definitely have to get those angels out and get them prepped and ready for our mountain, because wouldn't they make nice little steps? Be posting my giveaway video Thursday. Oh, okay. Did I enter, Valerie? I think I entered, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I entered. Because I had gone over there and seen it. I am almost certain I did, but not that certain. That's why I need you to tell me. Oh, you know what, guys? I forgot. No wonder. I thought, why is it so dark in here? I know why now. I forgot to turn the light back on. How can you guys see me building anything? And nobody told me the light was out. Hello, TZ. Turn your light on. Duh. I just sat here thinking, why is it so dark? Well, now we know. There we go. We got to put our little step on there. And we definitely mold it to the door frame, so we have our step up. And that way, see, when you have it sitting on your shelf, it won't mess with it. Now, I need my little thingamabobber here. Somewhere I put it. Here it is. And we molded it right to the door. I just might need just a little flat, a teeny tiny piece right here, just a flat piece. Flatten it out so it fits in that groove, just so it doesn't look so empty right there. Okay, let me get it this way, and that way. There we go. Then we just go ahead and meld it into that so it looks like it's part of. And I love these silicone brushes like this because it's easier to work on the clay. There. And we have our little step and get this finished putting this up, kind of like crafting it to, and you won't see that once you paint it and get the flowers on there. It'll be totally unnoticed. And these silicone tips work good for blending in your clay. That's why I love them so much. Beautiful. And there we have our door, guys. The start of our beautiful, beautiful fairy. The minute I saw these, when Mike and Mark did their auction, the minute I saw these two pieces of wood, I knew they were going to make fabulous, fabulous fairy garden. And you could set this as a centerpiece. You could add lights to it like a Christmas tree. However you want to do it. We definitely have to have our tiny doorknob for sure. Yep. Because the doorknob can hold beautiful mossy grass or... So we are going to put the doorknob right there. And there we have our doorknob on our door. into the fairy garden tree, and it follows the natural dip of the wood. And there we have it, guys. We have our beautiful door, and we will be able to paint this next Tuesday. It'll be nice and dry, adhered to the wood, and ready to go. What, honey? Yep, I'm almost done, honey. Granny just had to make the door for this week. All right, guys, I do have to go because I have to get ready for my auction. And I hope you all will come back in and check out that members auction. I have it listed 12:45 p.m. And don't forget about the doll. I took her silicone is off, and so we will be making the silicone baby doll replica on Thursday. And also I did get my stretch cord, so we are going to put the other babies together on Thursday. So for this afternoon, come on in to the members. New England Cajun Roots reseller is having his members rapid round auction. Buy it now, guys. Buy it now. I have some awesome stuff in the buy it now. You don't want to miss that. So head on over there, guys, and check me out. I will be live most of the afternoon. Until then, I will see you in the next live, and also our fairy garden. You will be in the big fairy garden on Friday. I believe I have it for Friday, and it will be good music, beautiful scenery in the fairy garden. Listen to the water, very soothing water. You guys are gonna love that, and it will be live for an hour or so you can enjoy that beautiful indoor fairy garden. Till then, y'all have a safe afternoon and happy fairy day.